In the early 16th century, we find ourselves in the heart of Europe, amidst the thriving Renaissance period. This is where our story begins, with a young German monk named Martin Luther. Disillusioned by the Catholic Church's practices, Luther famously nailed his 95 Theses to the door of the Wittenberg Castle Church in 1517, sparking the Protestant Reformation. Luther's actions were not in isolation. His dissent echoed a growing discontent with the Catholic Church's corruption, notably the sale of indulgences. This was a practice where people could buy forgiveness for their sins, a concept which Luther fervently opposed, believing salvation to be a free gift from God. Fast forward a few years to 1529, when Luther and his followers became known as Protestants. They sought to protest and reform the Church from within. However, their efforts led to a schism, resulting in the birth of a new Christian tradition separate from the Catholic Church. In the following centuries, Protestantism spread across Europe, spurred on by the invention of the printing press, which allowed for mass production of the Bible and Luther's writings. This led to an increased literacy rate and a more personal connection to faith, as individuals could now read and interpret the Bible for themselves. As we move into the 17th century, Protestantism found its way to the New World with the Puritans and Pilgrims who sailed to North America. They sought religious freedom from the Anglican Church, which they viewed as too similar to the Catholic Church. Here, Protestantism took on new forms such as Presbyterianism, Methodism, and Baptism, each with its own unique beliefs and practices. Fast forward to the 21st century, and we find Protestantism as a diverse and thriving global community. It comprises numerous denominations and millions of believers, all united by core tenets such as justification by faith alone and the primacy of the Bible. In summary, Protestantism began as a movement for reform within the Catholic Church in the 16th century, led by Martin Luther. It then spread across Europe, aided by the printing press, before reaching North America with the Pilgrims and Puritans. Today, it represents a broad spectrum of Christian beliefs and traditions, with a global presence and a rich, diverse history. As we close, remember that the journey of Protestantism is a testament to the power of faith, the pursuit of truth, and the courage to challenge the status quo. It reminds us that change, though often met with resistance, can lead to new paths of understanding and growth.